Hi, and welcome to Chic West Podcast, a radio show that will help you not only claim your awareness around the concept of power, body, beauty, voice, and the arts of your life, but truly embody it. I'm your host, Estelle Thompson. You are here to widen your lens on the unfiltered and uncurated conversation we have in my Chic West membership program. And best yet, you'll get real life, tangible tools to stay real and true to you. Each season, we will interview incredible, knowledgeable guests, and you'll educate and uplift as we strive to live whole and not perfect. Welcome. Hi, Chic West. Welcome to Chic West Podcast Guest Series. I'm your host, Estelle Thompson. We're all creative. And the type of creativity I speak to you in this month's theme is not the creativity defined as the qualities or gifts only a few lucky humans possess. My type of creativity is much wider than that. I've therefore called this month Cosmic Creativity. Cosmic creativity is the energy, inspiration, and vitality we all have. This is in all of us, and it's ready to take flight when we wake up to its sacred fire. My guests this month speak about just that, waking up to their own creativity and dreams and how they've risen up through fear, perhaps resistance, to establish and make their dreams come to fruition. Today, I'm just so excited, so thrilled to have Meagan Cole on the show. And Meagan lives in Halifax, Nova Scotia with her husband and two little boys. Alongside being a paediatric nurse, she has been on an entrepreneurial journey for the last 7 years. This led her to start Rise Up, Shine Bright, a women's empower event and apparel brand. After experiencing the tremendous difference self-development made in her own life, she knew she had to share the benefits with others. Meagan is your hype girl. Her mission is to facilitate fun, connection, and transformation in a community that is supportive for women that are ready to step into who they are meant to be. And on a personal note, I just want to share here that I'm really embedded in Meagan for her support of my art. She's been a bit of a collector of mine. And her support when it comes to any yoga event I put on, most especially my New Year's Sparkly class that I lead every year. And I just love you to pieces, Meagan. I'm happy you're here. And watching you rise up and shine bright has been such a privilege. Hi.
Hi, yes, I'm so excited to be here. My house is like an Estelle gallery. It's amazing.
I love it. Like anytime I see you like doing a story on IG or something, I'm like, oh my God, like behind in the kitchen or everywhere. It's so
Yeah,
cool. So I always start the podcast with the same question because being on the Chic West is striving to live aware, bold, and whole. I ask what makes you feel alive today.
Today, especially the sun, like, oh my God, it makes such a huge difference in making me feel alive. It energizes me so much.
Yeah. And, before we dive deep in our subject of waking up to your own like creativity and dreams, and I know I mentioned a bit of the bio, but I want, you to tell us about yourself and your story, who you are professionally and personally, even like your cultural upbringing and where you got today.
Sure. Okay, I will take you back because it's
Take
definitely
us back.
who I am today is not who I used to be. It's been a great journey, really a transformation. So I grew up, I would say, like a pretty like typical small town life. I'm from the Annapolis Valley. I have a traditional family, one brother, one sister, great parents, and we've all been very close, lots and lots of love growing up from a super supportive home. And then I went to nursing school here in Halifax and graduated in 2007. And after that, I moved around for probably like 5 years or so, changing jobs and traveling, which was fun, but also like annoying because I just like couldn't find my place. Like
Yes.
I couldn't find a fit. And I would like really love a new job and love a new place. But then like 6 months to a year in, I'd get like bored and antsy and like something was just inside of me like, okay, this isn't it. I need to go on to something else. So I kept looking for new jobs. And then I realized a few years in that maybe this isn't the job. Maybe it's something within myself. And when I took a closer look, I realized that like I wasn't all that happy. I was kind of just like floating along. And when I started to get comfortable in a situation, that's when it really came up for me. Also, working full time shift work as a nurse was not serving my soul.
Mhm.
I was barely paying bills and like not doing much else outside of work. And then on top of that, I wasn't in a great relationship. It was kind of just like going nowhere.
Mhm.
So all of this led to me looking for another opportunity, a way to kind of add something into my life. So I did join a network marketing company at that point. That was about 7 years ago. And that really started to spark some joy
Mhm.
within myself. And the main reason was the community. So I really loved the people that were in this business. And it just had such an impact on me. They were so positive and really like goal orientated. And it helped me become much happier. And it was just giving me the sense of fulfillment that I didn't have before that. And what I realized was it was the self development that went along with it. Like it was really tied into the growth within this business. And it just led me to become more self aware. I ended that shitty relationship. I went out and found like the most incredible husband. We started a family. Like honestly,
Tell me again, that was 7 years ago, yes?
So it was 7 years ago when I started the business. So then, yeah, like
Wow.
as that kind of went on, a few years into that, that's when
Yeah.
all of this started to unfold.
Yeah.
As I kind of started on that self development journey.
Yeah, and who was
Yeah.
your first contact? I'm just curious because I know some of your girls from our bond there. Who was your
Mhm.
first contact? And I'm just curious, like how did she get you to like just join the community? And yeah.
Yeah, I love that. So it was actually a girl that I worked with at the time. I started picking her brain a little bit. I don't think you know her name is Melanie Doyle, and she was just like wonderful, like just such a nice, easy person to be around. And Lindsay Levangie, who you do know, so she was on maternity leave at the time, but her and Mel were good friends, and they were working Arbonne together. And Mel took me over to Lindsay's house and sat down and shared the business opportunity with me. And she was just so fun. Like,
Yeah.
Lindsay, her energy is incredible.
Yeah.
And so she introduced me to it and kind of gave me a peek into what I could be a part of. And
Yeah.
yeah, it was really her that helped open that up for
I
me.
just I just curious because that's kind of what you do now. Like you're all about
Mhm.
community, you know?
Absolutely. I know. It's so funny how things evolve. And what I really took, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but what I really took from my Arbonne business is that it's the community
Yeah.
and the self development. And that's what has led me to Rise Up Shine Bright. And I'm sure we're going to get there later.
Yes.
But I took what I loved the most out of that network marketing company and have since started a different business
Yeah.
outside of that. So yeah, it was going great. And pretty much that's what led into all of this was like I noticed such a difference in myself and people
Mhm.
started noticing the changes too. And people were curious about, what was making this impact on me. So I did throw together like this little self-development event. There wasn't a lot of planning that went into it, and the feedback was great. I think there were 40 people there or so. So after that, Lindsay and I decided to plan one, that was a little bit more official. We sold tickets and things, and that's what you know as the very first Soul Sunday.
That was
Mhm.
epic.
Yeah, so that was last April, just a little over a year ago. And it was so amazing. Like the energy there was incredible. Again, like we weren't really anticipating how incredible it was going to be. So we were like, I think we should do this again. Like everyone was asking for it. So that's what we did last December, the last Soul Sunday. And at that point, I saw something special. And that event like filled my soul unlike anything else I'd ever been a part of. And the feedback that I got on the positive impact it was having on people, I was like, I need to do something more with this. So that's when I really decided to turn this into like a legitimate business, which is Rise Up Shine Bright events and the apparel that goes along with it. And here we are today.
Love it. Your rise into
That's right.
but
Yes, and it
but
is.
I want to highlight, and just because like I've been kind of following your journey. I mean, I have a back seat kind of to it, but like I remember, and I think Meagan, I think I've told you this, but like I feel I saw you as a nurse, like in emergency one night. I mean, it's so crazy. Like, I think I saw you, and then you came with Max to, no, you came to prenatal, didn't you?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
came to prenatal, yeah, about 5 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah. And like, I mean, the spark, like just going, like seeing you through the years and like, other events and stuff. And now, like, the amount of shine. And I think sometimes we both too, like, think, like, oh my God, imagine if I hadn't followed my gut. Like, imagine I hadn't put on Soul Sunday. Like, imagine,
I know, right? Yeah. I
yeah.
totally agree with you.
Yeah. And I guess on that note, I want to know, like, when did you start awakening? Because, like, I know there's a big part of showing up also, like resistance and fears kind of show up. And I want to touch on that a little bit. But, like, when do you think you started awakening? Was it through being part of the network, like Arbonne and stuff? Or was there like a specific, like, turning point? Or was more like kind of mini wake up calls along the way?
Yeah, I think I had many wake up calls. Like I can't think of like one day when I just like woke up. But it was definitely through my business because of the self development work intertwined. Like, because when I first got started, I was just kind of like, dipping my toes in and just kind of playing around. But once I realized like that I actually wanted to grow that business, I had a ton of like limiting beliefs and doubts about myself. So I had to go further into self development to also grow my business. So it was probably about like 6 years ago when I noticed the big change. And I think what it did for me was like it really gave me vision for my life that I just didn't have
Yeah.
before. Like before, I was just really playing small with kind of what I thought I could obtain and also what I thought I deserved. So that really opened up that path for me.
And so talk to us about the personal development work you did, like more specifically, like you were part of Chic West for the first summer. Yeah, that was nice to have.
Yeah, so exactly stuff like that.
Yeah.
So joining communities where everyone is kind of like working on similar things like that. Even like the books that I read,
Yeah.
like at that point I stopped reading books that weren't like moving my life forward. And I would listen to podcasts instead of just listening to the radio. And through my old business, there were a lot of events. So we would all come together and do training together. And so much of it was on mindset. And so really diving into that.
If somebody would come to you, Meagan, today, like, and being like, Meagan, like, I have this bubble of a dream, like I have this dream that's inside me, whatever that is, like whether that be like a business or anything, what would you tell them, like the first thing they could do towards that dream to kind of like wake up their creativity? Because essentially that's what happened to you, to go from, kind of being a bit of a shell to like really kind of explode and, what you were meant to be.
What I kind of wish I had done sooner, like at the beginning. And what I did at the beginning of Rise Up Shine Bright was I found a mentor. So kind of like a coach, someone that had done it before me and has done it well, and just kind of leaning into their support and guidance. And what I found through like paying a coach versus just having like a coach that's like my friend or like an accountability partner, when you pay with something, it puts more skin in the game.
Yeah.
And then you don't let yourself off the hook as easily when you start like bumping into barriers and that fear. and all of that. So it's like, find someone who has done this or that can help you navigate your way through.
And who do you mind saying who was it? Was it Emily?
Of course,
Yeah.
Emily King. Shout
Amazing.
out. Yeah,
Yeah.
Emily King single-handedly changed my life. Like,
Yeah.
we could talk the whole podcast on just her. We're both absolutely in love with her, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I met Emily through Arbonne. Her sister is in Arbonne, and she
Yeah.
came on, and this was at the beginning of Emily's year. So what I loved was that I found someone and I watched her overcome her own barriers, and I saw what she was doing, and that really, really inspired me.
Yeah.
So it was super cool. She came on and did a training for our Arbonne team, and I was like, I need more of this woman in my life. Yeah.
Yeah, and also, and that's what I love about like women like Emily, or I mean, all the women really that show up for the events, that you put on Soul Sunday, or even like to my own yoga class, like, but just, I love that Emily, like she's a speaker, but like the way she is on stage is the same as she is one-on-one. Like, I love that. I find that so refreshing.
Yep.
And I think that's what we're all craving. I mean, so you would kind of like get yourself a coach, and that really helped you for your personality. And
Having a coach for sure. Like, had I had her a little bit earlier, it only would have helped that much more. But it was also realizing my own self-worth, that I was worth investing in. That took me a while to overcome.
was there like a lot of like journaling involved, or this and that, like, and then steps you took? I know last year you went to, was it last year? No, not even, maybe it was in January. You took a big step and you went, where did you go? You went somewhere down the States?
So that was just this last January, a few months ago. That was a big leap for me. And I signed up for a training called Event Love, which was basically designed to help people that are in the event space or that want to do events become a boss at doing events. So I knew the next Soul Sunday was coming up, but I joined this before because I could feel how special this was. So I really wanted to go all in. And the mentors there, Lori Harder and Lindsay Schwartz, I'd been following them for a while, listening to their podcast, and knowing that I was going to get like in-person training with them in a small group, like I would have paid double for what I did. Like, it was scary as hell, but it was so worth it.
I love that, Megan. And I love that I'm super proud to have partnered with Hippie, a Canadian skincare company, and offering you 30% off all their products. I've been using Hippie Groovy Glow, Pore Hustler, and Jomo Mask, and I've completely fell in love with this not only natural, clean, but sulfate-free, alcohol-free, and did I say Canadian product? Hippie's mission is to simplify your skincare routine and bring practical, effective solutions to your moody skin. Their belief is that feeling beautiful in your own skin is a right, not a privilege. Hippie is offering Chic West podcast listener 30% off with the coupon ChicWest30. Go to www.hipbees, that's HIPBEES.com, and claim your 30% off any product in their shop today. That's ChicWest30, SHEQUEST30. I'm really excited to bring this mindful and sustainable plant-based skincare in the Chic West family. Enjoy glowing skin. Bye. Like, you wouldn't have been able to take that such a big leap, if you hadn't done the work with like Emily first.
Exactly. Yep. It's all stepping stones.
So my next question is just like how important it is for you to build kind of a relationship with your soul. And I know we've been talking at it through a personal development lens, but like, can you just talk to us? Do you have any like soul rituals, things do you do every day to just kind of fill your well?
Yes, absolutely. If I didn't start building a relationship like with my soul, then I wouldn't be where I am today for sure. But it took me years to realize this. And just really getting to know myself helped me get really clear on not only what like I did want, but also what I didn't want. My ritual is getting up before my kids in the morning, like 1000%. This has changed my life and is so soul filling, especially right now like being in this pandemic when there's not really like a break from mom life. I really, really need this protected time. So what this looks like is Chris and I get up every morning at 5:30. We either meditate or read or journal, set goals, like whatever. Some morning I just honestly like pour a cup of coffee and I just look out the window with my book and watch the sunrise, and it's incredible. Just having that time to myself before they're awake, like being alert and having already accomplished something for me before they wake up versus them waking me up is life changing for my whole family.
Your husband does this with you, which is like amazing.
Yeah. He wasn't always on board. It's again, he's seen me do it first and saw the impact that it's had. And he wants more of that. Like he saw areas in his life that he can improve. So yeah, he's doing it now too, which is great because some mornings I don't feel like getting up, but he's already up. So it really helps me get out of bed. It's awesome accountability.
Wow, I'm almost jealous right now. I had the pleasure to meet your mom at the Soul Sunday event. It seems like you have a really supportive, you have a really supportive family. Were they always supportive, or, I feel sometimes like when we change or we like evolve and stuff, there's a bit of resistance. Has it always been that easy, or?
No, I'm laughing over here because no, it has not been. I would say my whole family has really changed a lot over the last like 5 to 10 years. And some of us a little slower than others. And I can say this totally truthfully. And I know that they wouldn't be upset because we do talk about this in person about how much we've changed from just being like pretty narrow minded and negative to much more open and positive and more self aware. And I kind of went first. And then my sister followed along a few months later, but she was pretty negative and hard to be around at times. And then my mom, I would say, was just kind of more narrow-minded, but yeah, they like, when you're around people and you see positive changes and what it does for their lives, like you want some of that yourself, right? So I think that's really what opened them up. Instead of me like really forcing it on them, they saw the changes and then leaned into it themselves.
Yeah, I love that. And I remember, I think I told you this, Meagan, but at the last Soul Sunday, like your mom had like tears in her eyes, and you just finished your speech, and she was like, like my daughter like inspires me like so much, and I was like, oh my God. It was so great.
She's so sweet. Yeah, that was really special to have her there. She's definitely my number one cheerleader. It's amazing. I'm so lucky. They're very, very supportive.
What you mentioned about waking up early, because I feel, and I think we both do kind of hear this like, oh, like I don't have time for this, I don't have time for that, I don't have time. And my new thing, it's like we will never have time, or you'll never find the time. Like you have to claim that time.
Yep.
And for you to claim like that, early morning before your boys are up, it's like that little sacred that impacts, your entire day.
Yes, absolutely. And I've seen what my life is like when I don't do it, so that's what makes it worth it. Like you need to have that pull in order to, like you said, own the time, like to make that sacrifice because it is cozy. Like sure, I'd love to sleep in, but knowing what I'm like when I don't, like it's so worth it. And I'm actually more energized. Like I don't really need that extra hour of sleep. We just think we do.
I love that. And so talk to us about Rise Up, Shine Bright. Like what's going on now because of, obviously the pandemic and everything, but like, what are you up to now? And tell us about your apparels. And I love my t-shirt, and I'm going to go on a bit of shopping spree pretty soon as well. But yeah, tell us about that.
Things are definitely looking different. We like to call it a time of reimagining.
I love it.
Yeah, with the whole pandemic, like we had a big event planned coming up, and we were also doing some in-person workshops from the event side of things. So that's really just taking the pressure off what that has to look like right now, and just shifting focus. And where I'm really pouring my energy right now, and it feels really good, is just into the community online. So either through Instagram, but mostly through my Facebook community, which is called Rise Up Shine Bright Community. If it feels good, if you want to join us there, we would love to have you. So just a lot of connection there, getting to know each other, supporting each other. We're having and it's all free. I don't know if I mentioned that. We have some guest speakers come in. They're just like adding a lot of value right now and just trying to bring some like certainty to this uncertain time and just getting to know each other so that when we can get back together in person, it's going to be the most incredible reunions.
Yes.
So that's where we're at for the event side. And I have some fun things planned coming up, like maybe some online workshops. But what I'm seeing and what I know is true is like Zoom burnout is a real thing. I don't know if you're seeing that or experiencing that right now.
Well, yeah, it's screen. I agree. Yes, I agree. Yes.
So just trying to balance,
Yeah.
you
So
know,
it's actually, I love that you bring this up because, like, from the beginning, I was like, it's as much work, if not on, to put on a workshop like on Zoom, both like
Mhm.
attending and, putting it on. Yeah. Like to be really mindful of how much time, you consume anything like through screens and whatnot. I love that you brought that up.
Yeah, and I just think like there's so much out there right now, and I find people are either using this time to like completely unplug, and just like I'm just waiting until things go back to quote unquote normal to, start taking part in stuff again, or they're trying to like do almost too much. So it can just really get to be a lot because people are giving away so much good stuff right now too. So
I
it's also
know.
balancing like, oh, I want to do that course. Oh, I want to do that. There's just so much incredible content out there. So yeah, so trying to figure that out. And honestly, that's what it is. Like I'm just trying to figure it out. But it's fun. And then from the apparel side, we have a lot of fun stuff coming up over the next few weeks. So yeah, if you're thinking of a shopping spree, just wait because we have a lot of new stuff. There's so much cool, trendy stuff. And what I really love about the apparel side is it really brings out a creative side of me that, and I'm not even going to say it out loud actually, because I know what you say when people say they're not creative. But yeah, it brings something out of me that I didn't know was there. And it's so fun. So yeah, I'm really loving that. And seeing people wear my brand, like, oh, it's just is like this overwhelming sense of gratitude. Like it's so cool. And yeah, I'm just completely humbled by it. It's amazing.
Ah, I love that so much. And we'll make sure to put the link to your community, Rise Up Shine Bright, in the show notes so people can join after they
Great.
listen to this
Yeah.
podcast. So, do you have like other tools you can suggest? Anything to feel like just empowered, embodied, and I don't know, like ready to take on the world?
Yes, absolutely. So for me, what I've found that really helps with this the most is just like finding your community, finding your people, really people that are uplifting and encouraging. It's like, I don't know if you've heard this before or not, but you are the average of of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And previously, like that circle was not good for me, but now, like, it's amazing. These people are so encouraging and supportive, and we're all just cheering each other on. And right now, I'm in a mastermind as well, which I know has made the greatest impact for me during this time. Otherwise, I would be that person, under my sheets, sleeping in, just really, really unsure. So, community has been everything. And then also just filling your mind with good stuff, especially right now because the news lately it's heartbreaking and it takes over our mind. So less news and more podcasts and books and music and fun.
Ah, I love that so much. And I forget that always. Like it's like you're like the people you hang out with.
Oh,
And
huge.
thankfully, like, yeah. And you're right. Like for me too, it hasn't been always like that. And yeah, like you choose who you hang out with,
Yeah.
essentially.
And like even online is just as important because we're not
Yes.
really getting together in person right now. So where you're spending your time connecting with people online is just as important.
Yes, completely agree. I go through like a little cleanup sometimes.
Yes, yes. So important.
So perfect segue into my kind of quick answer part of the podcast. You ready, Megan?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Okay. Do you have a favorite mantra?
I do. I have many, but one of my favorites, it actually came from you, is be here now. I can still hear
Mm.
you like singing this. It was at one of your events or something, and it has stuck with me since, just about being present. I actually have it like on a letterboard on the wall in my office. That one's been great. And obviously like rise up, shine bright. Duh.
Right. I love that. It's such a, I mean, it's like me, it's like a mantra basic, you know, be here
Mhm.
now. And I love that. And talking about your office, you just renovated your office, didn't you?
Yes, this has been a little quarantine project for us. I painted it like my brand colors because we're spending so much time too online. I really wanted to have like a backdrop that represented me and my brand and my personality. So that's been really, really fun. And obviously, it's full of Estelle art.
Cool. So cool. Do you have a favorite flower? That's the next question.
For flowers, just like anything bright. I really love fresh tulips. I'm also a sucker for pink roses, not red ones, just anything that's bright and colorful.
Yeah. And I think that will be a hard one for you, but what about a favorite book?
Had you asked me this a few months ago, it would have been hard, but right now it's super clear. It's Gabby Bernstein's Super Attractor. It's like my Bible. Like I've already read it twice and I can't wait to read it again. It's incredible.
I'm glad you said that because I saw that one going around and I wasn't sure if it was worth it.
Oh, yeah. You need to read it.
Yeah.
I've read all of her books and this is the best one.
Cool. Okay, I will. And what about a favorite podcast?
Lori Harder, Earn Your Happy.
Yes.
100%.
You've talked to me. This is one you've repeatedly
Yes.
I've heard you
Yes.
say
Like
that
if
one.
I
Okay.
There's a handful of women that have really like changed my life, and Lori is definitely one of them. She's incredible.
Oh, great. And what about like a favorite treat? Treat yourself.
Like some luxurious pastry, like a croissant or decadent cinnamon roll or something.
Yeah. Amazing. Amazing. And so this is kind of like my last question. It's a bit loaded, but
Okay.
I'm sure I have complete faith in you. Knowing what you know about the power of creativity and getting your gifts out into the world, what do you wish women to know about its magic?
We really have no idea what we're capable of and the impact that we can make. And what I really know now is like other people are waiting for us to go first because when we do, it really opens up a path for other people and gives them permission. And I think that's really, really magical. Before I never thought I was inspiring, but now I get messages like regularly from women thanking me for various things about how this brand has like really helped them or impacted them or inspired them. And I'm just like, what? Like, it's still insane to me and worth like way more money than I will ever earn in this business. And I just never thought that was possible. And before, I always just let fear hold me back. But now, just like leaning into my own capabilities and overcoming failure or the fear of failure and all of that is totally magical.
Well, I'm going to say something is that you are magical. I love everything you say. This is so steep in wisdom. And I'm really, just really happy and proud to know you, Meagan Cole.
Yes, same to you. Thank you so much. And you have also made an incredible impact on my life and just really brought in so much inspiration and love and magic. You're always bringing the magic and light. And I know I'm a better person for knowing you. So thank you for continuing to show up as your really true, authentic self. It's beautiful and special.
Okay, we're gonna cry. Oh my god! Oh my god! On the last note, tell us like where can we find you and how can we support Rise Up Shine Bright?
Thank you, Estelle. That's so kind. Well, there's a few ways that we can connect if it feels good for your listeners. So the gram is my favorite place to hang out. So my handle there is riseup.shinebright. And then, as I mentioned before, the Facebook community, we're spending lots of fun time there right now. And if you just search Rise Up Shine Bright Community, you'll find that group. And then I have created a unique code for your podcast listeners. If they are looking for any apparel and they would like to wear this brand for 15% off, the discount code SheQuest, all one word, all lower cases, will save them that 15%. And the website's riseupshinebright.ca.
Ooh, I'm about to go shopping.
There you go.
Thank you so much. I hadn't even asked you, but that's amazing. And I'll also put that in the show notes. And yeah, do go check out Meagan at Rise Up Shine Bright on Instagram and on the community on Facebook, and watch for a future event because she's just started her empire.
That's right. Thank you, Estelle. So grateful.
So glad you came on. Bye.
See you. Talk to you soon.
Hey, so in case you didn't know already, my name is Estelle, and I'm a Quebec-born, Nova Scotia living yoga teacher, creative mentor, visual artist, author, and grief activist. You can visit my work and offerings at estellethompson.com. That's ESTELLETHOMSON.com. And subscribe if you like this conversation and it's helping you, it has an impact on your life. Please subscribe, give SheQuest Podcast a 5-star review. And the best thing you can do is just take it a screenshot as you're listening to it and post it on your Facebook or Instagram story. And it just really helps me get some traction, momentum, and share with others what you love, what you're listening to, and it's helping you because it might just help someone else. Thanks so much. Bye. Merci. Mwah.
This podcast was produced by Tosh Taylor of the Podcast Hub Productions. Find her online at podcasthub.ca.